Hello friends, this is DMC and this is my quick review of Lavazza's Tales of Napoli coffee beans. I purchased this one from Amazon for £4.50 and it's a 250 gram bag. Seemed like quite a good bargain because I did venture into Tesco and seen that they are actually selling this one and the one I reviewed previously, the Tales of Roma, but they've got it on sale for £6, which seems a bit extortionate, but I'm sure they'll reduce it down at some point using the club card to £4.50 and make it seem like you're getting a bargain. But I would definitely advise to purchase this one off Amazon because they've got it for that reduced price all the time. So let's take a look at the pack. It says natural Arabica and Robusta, notes of caramel. Intensity is 9 out of 10. The one I reviewed previously, the Roma, was an 8 out of 10. And as I mentioned, it's a 250 gram bag. The bit of a description on the back says there's something extraordinary in the Italian ritual of coffee. Imagine travelling through modern Italy with Lavazza's collection of superior blends and discover the coffee stories of some of the most iconic, stylish and sophisticated cities in the world. And there it's repeated in other languages. The roasting is 3 out of 3 dark, and ways to prepare your coffee there as well. Very detailed instructions there. On the sides, find out the commitment of Lavazza Group to create a better world, blend for better. Contact information, the best before date is the 30th of November 2025, so just under a year on this because we've just gone into December now. On the side, roasted coffee beans packaged in a protective atmosphere, best before date, seaside the pack, made in Italy, origin of coffee is non-EU, non-UK, which isn't a surprise really. Contact information there as well, so that is it for the pack. And they also put a little sticky label on the top there so that you can reseal the bag when you need to, but I always put my coffee into containers rather than keeping it in the bag. So let's take a look at the beans. Quite a lot of variation in roast level there and size of the beans. Some are quite dark, some are quite light, some are a little bit broken and burnt around the edges. And the aroma is, well, it's really nice, sweet and oily. It was very pungent when I first opened the bag, and it does keep that pungency with a real depth to the aroma. It's slightly smoky, but it's that sweet caramel oiliness that is the dominant aspect so far. It seems good quality and has an indulgent richness that gives the appearance of being a coffee right up my street. So I can't wait to give this one a try. So positive so far. Let's take a quick look at the ground coffee. Very dark, and after grinding, well, it's not quite as inviting after grinding. It's a little bit harsher with a slight burnt hint. It's got a real meaty richness and the Robusta is a bit more noticeable. But I wouldn't say it's a negative so far, and the rich bite gives a decent indication of the beans being quite fresh with a good vibrancy to them. So let's give it a taste. So taste wise, it's sweet and caramelly as the pack suggests. It's very strong with a smoky blast that dissipates to leave a bitterness that really coats your mouth and then tails off to leave a tingling on the tongue. It's a bit overwhelming, but I quite like the effect. The only thing is that as far as it goes taste wise, because once that bitterness kicks in, all that came before is forgotten. But you do get a nice subtle sweet smokiness that returns in the aftertaste. It's super full bodied with no acidity, and I did get a bit jittery with this one, so I do think the caffeine content is quite high with this one. So it's not the most complex coffee ever, but I quite enjoyed it, and I'll give it a score of 3.75 out of 5. If you like a dark roasted coffee with a bitter blast, or you want something that will slap you into life in the mornings, this one is well worth a try. And as I said, I would advise to purchase on Amazon, and if I can find that link to the deal for £4.50, I will add it in the description below. So that is my review. I would really like to hear from anyone who's tried this coffee or any of the other Lavazza coffees. Let me know what you thought of them in the comments section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more coffee reviews in the future, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.